Reading everything that Watcher fans have posted about Steven Lim overnight genuinely has me feeling like this. When the random e-celeb you dislike for just being dumb and annoying and unfunny finally is outed for a legitimate reason to dislike them. Steven Lim's post about Watcher subscription price. Stop being poor. Steven Lim in the Watcher office while they scroll their current YouTube comments. We're all trying to find the guy who did this. Watcher losing 50,000 subscribers already since last night is insane. We weren't playing around. YouTubers are going to learn the hard way to stop straining their audiences for every penny they can get. Get rid of Steven Lim's money-hungry, racist, homophobic ways. As of April 19, less 40k subs. As of April 20, less than 10k subs. That's a live count as of April 20, 2024. I've never seen such a unified comment section. Glad we all agree on how terrible this idea is. I'm so angry for real. I would dead as turn off ad block and make sure to watch their videos till the end so they got as much money and a high RPM as possible. They went through so much physical and mental abuse at BuzzFeed, so we did our best to make up for it, and then they still fucked us over. Don't forget, they still have a very lucrative Patreon. They didn't need to do this at all. It's just greed. LMAO. Just looked and 12,000 plus subs there with minimum $5 monthly. That's at least 62,000 before Patreon fees. I don't know what those are on top of the YouTube money. That's insane, and they're still trying to squeeze more out of fans. To be fair, you can join for free, but even if only 1,000 people were paying, that's a lot of money. Where the F is it all going? Oh wow, yeah, I'm an idiot, says it nice and clear right at the top. Haha. Yeah, I guess we'll never truly know without the breakdown, but like you said, even 1,000 at lowest tier is good money. They lost 102k subscribers. They were at 3 million subscribers. Last I checked, it was 2.91 million. Oh my god, Social Blade is way off. I had no idea it was much more. It's at 2.88 million currently. Now it's 2.87 million subscribers. If money's the issue, they should cut production costs, not force their audience to pick up the slack. Hush, LMAO, they don't want logical solutions. That'd be far too easy. Or minimize the number of people on their payroll from 25 to something way more reasonable for what they put out, like they could cut 10 people. Unfortunately, they've hired mostly friends and family, so they probably don't want to do that. Bad business decisions all around. It's not even a money issue. They make a crazy amount of money. They just want more so Steven can make more boring shows where he travels the world lavishly and eats expensive steak. So, I've never been a hardcore stan, just a casual viewer. Is there like a doc or something with all the info about Steven? I feel so lost, I didn't know about any of it with him. Being friends with people who do not believe black/gay people are human beings or deserve human rights is disgusting AF. Instead of apologizing for this and the people exposing his racist words and actions, he covered it up by permanently ending the podcast and deleting comments till people forgot. Genuinely, fuck Steven Lim. What even is this? Openly being friends with racists and homophobes?
It's hard to really read into this because I have a lot of friends who are a little bit racist and a little bit homophobic, and I'm still friends with them. And I'm not saying that I'm friends with them because of their values. I just value them as people themselves, and I try to keep them around and try to educate them with what I can. But it's not something that I don't want to. I don't want to cut ties with everybody because of their belief system. Because frankly, I have a different value system than Katie and Shane and Ryan.
I've cut off so many people from my life because their views encompass a radical hatred for minorities and marginalized groups. I don't fuck around with human rights. You can believe what you want to believe, but that doesn't mean I have to be friends with you anymore. This tweet should be framed. CIA couldn't have waterboarded this out of me. Not that they could have, because I don't associate with that sort of people. The sad thing is that it could have actually worked if it wasn't so expensive, or if they combined forces with multiple channels. It being expensive and just for them. Why not just boost the Patreon or Patreons for each show they do? Some smaller channels and groups in the UK have made streaming platforms for 99 cents per month, so it's affordable. That could have possibly worked, but at this point, just use Patreon for a few exclusive episodes and lives. Right? I don't know where the logic is at for them. I have autism and therefore change is really hard. Watcher/BuzzFeed Unsolved is a comfort show. It's never been easier to unsubscribe. That's how disappointing this is. Exactly, that was my comfort show. I was in the hospital for 3 months last year and watched their videos non-stop to feel better. I can't afford the subscription, so I'm being forced out of this group, and it's so upsetting. I went through something similar. I found their show about 1 month into my hospital stay and binged it for the rest. It was such a huge comfort to me, and it gave me something to look forward to each week. I have another surgery coming up with summer and was looking forward to watching their videos then, but I guess it's not happening now. Greed truly does make people do evil things. I don't know what the point of betraying their fans was, but I really hope it was worth it. I hope your surgery goes well and you heal quickly. Some other great channels to binge are Limino, Fern, Totty2, Thought Potato, and Tov. Thank you for the recommendations. I'll definitely look into them. Oof! I'm just a casual fan. What has Steven done? If you don't want to use the spoons to talk about it, no worries. I can Google as well. I explained it a bit here. Being friends with people who do not believe black/gay people are human beings or deserve human rights is disgusting AF. Instead of apologizing for this and the people exposing his racist words and actions, he covered it up by permanently ending the podcast and deleting comments till people forgot. This is only tangentially related, but I just learned from your tweet and some googling what use the spoons means, and I really love it. Just wanted to say thanks for teaching me a helpful framework. He said on a podcast he's friends with openly homophobic and racist people, and he was the one who was pushing for Watcher to get behind the paywall because they don't earn enough money. Yet Steven films videos on Watcher budget of him traveling and eating food made with gold. Has admitted to being friends with racist and homophobic people, and also just is generally unlikable because he doesn't have a good dynamic with Ryan and Shane, and nobody cares about his stupid ass cooking videos. Excuse me, just stumbled upon this whole thing. Would you be kind enough to explain the situation to me? Like, who is Watcher and what exactly they did to Warren, as I saw from a guy I follow, a fine bros type disaster. So basically, they were poor AF, begging us to help, and we did. Now they got so rich, they're disgusted by us poor folk and cut us off. Many people like myself can't afford the $6 a month, so we'll never see a new video of theirs again after supporting them for nearly a decade. Yeah, I'm sort of familiar with that sort of thing. A lot of history YouTubers I follow are trying to head over to places like Nebula, though for nobler reasons, since YouTube seems to hate history and keeps crushing their ad revenue for reasons they never explain. Ryan and Shane used to work at BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed overworked and barely paid, so they got fed up and left. We're broke AF, begged us for support and money on new channel. We support and give them millions of dollars. Today they say F you all, pay for our website or you'll never see us again. Alright, thank you very much. That pretty much sums it up. Plus, wasn't familiar with those folks. Never watched BuzzFeed stuff really. That drop is crazy. I've not seen someone try and gauge more fans for money and work out in their favor. I already pay for YouTube Premium, so I watch ad-free and they still benefit. The issue is, I can watch every channel on YouTube ad-free for the same price as their subscription. What business sense does that even make? Who's gonna pay for that? Literally, their content would make sense on Nebula, and it lets them still upload on YouTube, yet also make those specials. This just reminded me I haven't unsubscribed yet. Unsubscribe from Watcher if you can't afford it challenge. Let's see how many users they'll scam in their new platform. Jesus, I don't know what We Are Watcher based this decision on, but it seems like it wasn't based on sound research. All they had to do was continue what they're doing and chill, but no, they wanted to get money hungry and think everyone would pay to see crap they saw for free before. These people really learning the hard way constantly. Lim's gotta buy a new Tesla, I guess. They should have learned there were consequences for this brand of buffoonery when the Fine brothers lost millions of subscribers for trying to copyright React. LMAO watched them try to trademark Unsolved or Mystery for their next big paycheck. I'ma go do that now actually. For Steven, it was never about authenticity or his love for what he does. He thinks Jesus told him to use it as a tool to preach his bigoted nonsense to all of us, so his Sky Daddy gives him a VIP status in the afterlife. Found this absolute gem on Steven Lim's Tumblr from 2019 that is not only hilarious but explains why everything went to crap when he became CEO. Keep in mind while reading this that he now wants viewers to pay for his Tesla and show where he eats gold off of food as a show. So, why did I co-found Watcher? It's to express myself in this way. I know that God has given me every opportunity, and it is my hope that I would honor Him in my work. I pray that I would lead sacrificially and with integrity. I pray that God would bless Watcher for the sake of growing His kingdom. I pray that I would not pursue money, success, fame, worldly riches, but that Watcher would allow me to store up my treasures in heaven, using the position of influence that God has put me in to share the good news of Christ with my peers and my viewers. Lord, I pray that you would teach me to be faithful. I pray for perseverance that leads to character, character that leads to hope. For however many more years I have left on this earth, Lord, I lift them all up to you. Steven. Wow, this man is just disgusting. Even if they stay on YouTube now, I won't be supporting them. Also, the fact Shane and Ryan knew this man's true character and still went into business and are friends with him means they share the same values. I hate all of them now. Same. Gonna throw my shirts in the trash and glad I never gave them a lot of money because this makes me sick. Steven, you may be rich right now, but you will never be famous. Hashtag Watcher. Just saw the clip where he says he has racist and homophobic friends. It's over for you, rich boy. I just looked at the Watcher channel to check, and in the past 2 years, there are only 2 Steven Lim headed vids that have 1 million plus views, and then there are 63 vids above that view count are mainly Shane and Ryan headed shows, mainly Ghost Files and Puppet History. Steven shows up in like 4 vids. Okay, we made $500 fried rice for Uncle Roger, 1.7 million views. Steven Eats Through Korea for 24 hours straight, 2.3 million views. The Serial Family That Terrorized, 1 million views. Uncovering the Alien Encounters of the US Government, 988,000 views. The Phantom Air Raid That Plunged LA into Darkness, 1.1 million views. The Toxic Blobs That Rained Down on Washington, 1.1 million views. The World's Most Mysterious Book That No One Can... The 1.9 views. How a Pope's Nepo Baby Became One of the Worst. 1.1 million views. The Scandalous Life of France's Bisexual Opera Icon. 847,000 views. The Fiery Sports Riot That Nearly Destroyed. 896,000 views. The Mistress Who Murdered Her Way to the Throne, 2 million views. The Unkillable Weirdo Who Invented the Saxophone, 1.1 million views. Another interesting thing is that all of those Shane and Ryan headed shows over 1 million views, a large number of the vids are over 30 minutes long, with many of them being between 45 minutes to just over an hour long. Yeah, Steven Lim wasn't the reason anyone went to Watcher, but probably he's the reason they are leaving. Honestly, a majority of the vids posted in the last year barely have Steven in them. He really only showed up in Dish Granted, Worth a Shot, a bunch of Watcher one-off vids starring all three of them, and the very occasional Steven solo vid having to do something with food. And this is just to my knowledge. I haven't watched all of their content in the past 2 years, but I think it's a damn good educated guess. Only other thing to note is that Steven was obviously a part of Worth It. Its last 2 seasons aired in the last 2 years, over on about to each channel, but those 2 seasons only have 3 episodes each, so it's not like he was away from Watcher for an exorbitant amount of time. Lol. The videos Steven get many views because of Uncle Roger and not because of Steven Lim. Even Uncle Roger do such paywall, and he has much more subscribers than them. Unsubscribe to give them a wake-up call and serve as warning to other creators. Hashtag cancel Watcher, hashtag Watcher, hashtag watched.